Sent shockwaves through the city. A man pushed in front of an oncoming train on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, the disturbing incident happening at the West 18th Street station in Manhattan, and it was all caught on video. Here's a look moments before Joe Lynskey was pushed. Tonight, he shares his emotional story, sitting down with our Anthony DiLorenzo, who joins us now in studio. Hi there, Anthony.
Shirley and Corey, good evening to both of you. This is the first and only interview that Joe Lynskey agreed to give to a local TV station because he wants people to see and hear about his ordeal nearly a month ago, hours before the new year, as the city still grapples with an age-old problem underground. It's been 29 days since Joe Lynskey was almost murdered on New Year's Eve. But his life was spared by a fraction of a second.
I was not meant to die that day.
The 45-year-old was in Chelsea getting ready to ring in 2025, hopping a train home to Brooklyn.
The arrival clock said it was coming in 1 minute.
Then without warning, everything changed. This video, he says, while disturbing, gives him a sense of empowerment because he survived.
I felt the hardest shove and I was flying through the air, and then I smacked my head in between the tracks and landed on the ground.
So the train didn't actually hit you?
It missed me by probably a fraction of a second.
That's remarkable.
Yes, very, very lucky. Very lucky.
The suspect was ultimately arrested and charged with attempted murder. And he said nothing?
There was no warning.
Joe regained consciousness under the train, FDNY members rescuing him, and so began his long road to recovery.
4 broken ribs, a fractured skull, a ruptured spleen.
After spending a week in the hospital, his days are filled with doctor's appointments, getting physical and emotional therapy. 26 people were shoved onto the tracks last year. His attorney, Bruce Nagel, is preparing a civil lawsuit against the MTA and city. As a result of this and other high-profile subway assaults, there is a new safety effort ongoing underground.
The city, the MTA, the police department, they've all known about this. They've done nothing until now.
Joe says the flashbacks and trauma are too much to get back on the subway right now. His beloved dog Leo and the prospect of getting back on the tennis court is helping him with the biggest match of his life.
There's a lot of good in this world, and I've always known that, and it's something I've experienced greatly over the past month.
He is optimistic, but Joe was horrified to hear about yet another person being shoved into a moving train earlier this week. His attorney does plan on filing their notice of intent to sue for negligence this week. Shirley and Corey.
And Anthony, you mentioned that Joe's random attack was a motivating factor for the governor to take this all-hands-on approach. It's only been a couple weeks, but has the extra and added police presence made a difference?
You know, I took a look at some of those crime numbers this afternoon and found within the last 28 days, major felony crimes are down about a third. However, when you take a look at misdemeanor assaults in transit, they are up also by the same amount. And a lot of times, those misdemeanor assaults lead to something even worse next time.
Well, all right, good information for us, and again, we're all so pleased that he's able to share his story, alive to share it. Thank you so much, Anthony.
Sure.